Hi, I'm SimplyFun senior playologist John Ireton. It's time to learn all about mirrors and the science of reflection with SimplyFun's Mirror Mansion. Who's brave enough to venture into the spooky old house? You are. This game is a treasure hunt for 2 to 4 kids ages 6 and up. Your job each round is to figure out how to move the mirrors to point to a particular treasure hidden somewhere in the mansion. Mirror Mansion is played right inside the game box. It comes with 12 treasure windows, 4 mirrors, a bag of jewels, and voting chips for 4 players. This game is a wonderful introduction to spatial analysis, a skill which is critical in fields where models are used to represent a system and predict outcomes. Jobs in geology, wildlife conservation, or even economics depend on modeling. Players are also presented with early geometry topics, as well as basic physics, learning the mechanics of reflection on mirrors. Here's how to set up the game. Note that one side of the board illustrates rays of lights connecting all the slots. Use this side of the board with beginning players. Drop the treasure windows into the slots around the outside of the box, allowing players to observe and memorize their locations. Make sure the treasure illustrations are turned inward as you do this. Now, place the mirrors in random locations. Notice that one of the tiles has an open window. When you look through this window, you will see an image that bounced around the maze of mirrors to reach your eye. Pretty amazing. The pawn can go in any of the spaces on the game board. Each player receives 2 voting chips. The burning candle is used to vote yes, and the snuffed out candle is to vote no. Okay, we're ready to play. The youngest player takes the first turn. Roll the die and move the pawn clockwise around the board. The space where the pawn lands shows which treasure you're looking for. If the illustration shows a question mark, let the player on your left decide. It's time to find treasure, but no peeking. You aren't allowed to look through the open window yet. First, you need to remember which treasure window contains the treasure you seek. When you're ready, move the mirrors into positions that will allow you to see that treasure through the open window. Before checking the open window, all other players have an opportunity to vote. They try to predict whether the player correctly found the treasure they were looking for. At last, it's time to check the window. What do you see? If you see the correct treasure, take 1 jewel from the bag as a reward. Next, lift out the treasure window you believe contains the treasure you've seen. If it does, take 1 more jewel for your collection. If not, take no jewel. Additionally, if you found the stinky sock, you lose 1 of your jewels. Now, we check which players correctly predicted whether the treasure would appear in the open window. Each player who voted correctly receives a jewel from the bag. Continue playing until someone has collected enough jewels to be the ultimate treasure seeker. For a 4-player game, that's 8 jewels. For 3 players, it's 10, and for 2, the target is 12. After you have a few games under your belt, you can try some advanced rules. Try playing with the side of the board that doesn't show the light rays for an extra challenge. Or let an opponent use the blocker piece to make it more challenging to find treasures. Mirror Mansion is a fun way to learn some useful basics of light and reflection. It's a lot of fun and presents these topics in a unique way. We hope you enjoy it.